And let me just show you the card that they didn't want to use. It's this Seven of Summer. That's interesting. You know, because I can see up here, Cancer, some of you guys, you are ready to start over with a financial situation. And not only a financial situation, some of you all are ready to start over in a relationship after ending here or some sort of a breakdown in the relationship. So, and just like in the pre-shuffle, it came out as financial and or relationship. And so I can see it here, and that's what, now this person, Cancer, they can be a Aries, but moreover, this is about, or you are the Cancer Aries, I don't know. But moreover, this is really about rebuilding the financial structure, or probably the relation and or a relationship structure here that has broken down. And you can see it right here, it being on somebody's mind this week about communicating, about this love offer. But not just love. For some of y'all, this is money. We see we got Gemini and Virgo on the table, Aries on the table. We got Taurus up here on the table. But obviously it can be any earth sign, as we got Virgo and Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Aquarius came up in the pre-reading. I think Leo came up as prominent. But so let's talk about this pre-shuffle, and then we got the 10 down here, so like somebody is ready to like communicate about monetary. But see, if you look closely, this is a family. That's a man, a woman. There go a little boy, there go a little girl in the corner. Like, this is a family. So, this is not just about money. This is about a relationship too, a family, So, it's either one or the other or both, Take your seats accordingly. But Cancer, let's talk about your pre-shuffle. So, what I could see, what was coming out in your pre-shuffle, is that, yes, somebody here, Cancer, is ready to work with others, strong emphasis on fire sign, Leo and Gemini came out specifically. Like I said, some of you all are just ready for like new love, like just ready to like love again. Some of you have, I could see from the pre-shuffle, have like come out of like some third party relationship. And it's like on now, like you're ready to start over and you're ready to like love again. Some of you want to start over with someone who mistreated you, Cancer, or you mistreated them. And some of you, from the pre-shuffle, this is just about like a business project, like maybe after things fell through or didn't work out for whatever reason, and this time, like, some of y'all, especially if it's like business up here that we can see, and maybe someone has had to walk away from you in this situation, or you had to walk away from them in this situation here. Cancer, this time you or this person will not be telling anybody anything, your secrets, what you plan to do, or anything like that. You are keeping things under wraps this time. If this is about getting back to a monetary project that fell through for whatever reason, okay? You walking away, some of y'all are walking away from, maybe like shady partnerships, shady deals, shady things that went on with coins or what have you. So I could see that as well from the pre-shuffle, and I can see that here too. This is the keeping the shit to yourself, okay? Right here on the table, keeping this shit to yourself about how you about to rebuild and or start over. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, this is about not knowing how to start over with this person up here who has left, or Cancer. They don't know how to do this with you. They don't know what to do. Okay. But what everybody seems to know here on the table, Cancer, is that I'm finding myself integrating the pre-shuffle with the reading, actually. So I think this is a good thing. I have naturally been doing that lately. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. But it'll help me move faster. But everybody, be it in ready to start over with a coin situation or a business project, ready to start over in love with a new person, wanting to start over with an old person, everybody is in this mode right here regardless, because everybody is trying to figure out the best route to go when it comes to starting over here. Everybody is in the hermit position. Some of y'all got this person walking away. I'm going like this now in this love situation. You trying to figure out how to get this back on the right path. And so you sitting like this in hermit. So at first I was going across, but now I can see it here as well, in this relationship here. And then you can see right here with this Ace of Pentacles here in the Hermit here. Then we got the Ten of Winter down here. See, so this is about somebody wanting to start over, and they are thinking about that because there's been some shady business here. And that's why some of y'all are keeping your mouth closed now about, what has gone down, or somebody is doing this with you, Cancer. So I can see that there, because at the end of the day, it's about rebuilding this structure. Now, when it comes to this love, somebody gonna be ready to communicate on that. Somebody gonna be ready to talk about that. Whether you are communicating new to a new love person, or you are communicating with this old person that you want back, but you don't know really how to do it. Yeah, I am. This is crazy. I am merging the pre-shuffle with what's on the table. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. It makes everything much easier. But let's see. What else came up in your pre-shuffle, Cancer? Yeah, I just see you guys not, even though there is like a fixing of finances, or a fixing of a relationship, or ready to love a whole new person here. It's just a lot of you guys really don't know where to start. Like there's a lack of confidence that came up in the pre-shuffle, as far as like, going after what it is that you want. Going for what you want, going for what like you guys are just stuck. It's like in the pre-shuffle, I could see you guys like going back and forth about how to get what you want, not only in love, but also in work, or maybe work projects. But the point is that there is a bouncing back and forth. There is a thinking going on here this week. Cancer, your intuition, and your insight, it did feel off in the pre-shuffle because, I could see like, in like the recent past, you were like successfully balancing like the likes of a situation, successfully balancing these coins, successfully balancing these third party relationships, or somebody was successfully balancing you in a third party relationship. But see, that's somebody dropped the ball on that, on successfully managing all of this, and or one or the other. Okay, but something has happened here, and now there is a lack of insight on which way to go, and how to get things back on track. Something or someone came through and knocked you off your pedestal. Possibly this fire sign, or this earth sign, or this water sign up here came and knocked you off your pedestal, and now you just like lack the confidence and like the insight on like what to do next. In your pre-shuffle, like I said, another water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces in particular, Aries, not Aries, well, yeah, Aries on the table. They didn't come out in the reading, they didn't come out in the pre-shuffle, but we got Aries on the table. Now in the pre-shuffle, it was specifically Sagittarius that came out. Okay, now we got any earth sign. You see, we got Taurus and Virgo on the table, but you know, it can also be Capricorn as well. Libra came out specifically too. You see, we got Gemini here. And did I say Aquarius came out specifically in your pre-shuffle? Because they did. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, but like I said before, Cancer, some of you all are just trying to like come out of some sort of a depth. Like this is really a let me put my little stone down. Some of y'all, this is really just a depth here, like a debt. But this could not just be a monetary debt that I was picking up on from the pre-shuffle. You know, this could be a moral debt that you owe to someone else. You know, like maybe you realize that you were taking more than you were given, or vice versa, Cancer. And now someone here is realizing that is what broke this situationship, broke this relationship, broke something, because you were taking more, Cancer, you were somebody else, baby, than you were given or that you needed or something. And so it's not just a financial debt, it is a moral debt here that some of you all are realizing that you need to pay. You know, and I could also see from the pre-shuffle that like manipulation played a major factor in this situation. You know, I could see, manipulation, power, and control over money, and that's why I say a moral debt, not just a financial. Okay. But now, Cancer, someone here is ready to get things back on track, either in their financial life or their relationship life, And there can also be some manipulation on how you or someone else go about rectifying this situation as well, that I could see in the pre-shuffle, just to keep it 100, okay? So, but yeah, like overall, Cancer, I feel good about this situation. I can definitely see like this fire sign or this earth sign like actually walked away, and then it brings us right back up here to this debt. Do you owe them? Do they owe you? I don't know who got what going on. Only thing I can do is give you the energy here that is off of this. Cancer, I'm looking behind your 10 of Autumn that was on the bottom of the deck, and it's really just talking about this person who walked away, be it you or someone else. Cancer, like basically they just had enough of the bullshit to chop it all up. Redemption. Somebody wants some redemption. Somebody wants to be forgiven. It's right here. But with this, it's so funny that this prostitute came out, because the shadow attributes of her is like placing material considerations and security above self-empowerment. But it's like it's not placing material considerations and security above self-empowerment. It's actually the opposite. It's actually placing material considerations and security for self-empowerment here. Because like I said, this could be a moral debt here, or this could absolutely be a financial debt. Absolutely it could be. And somebody here just, it feels like they want to be purified from that shit. They want to be fucking forgiven here. They want to be forgiven here. I don't know if this is weighing on somebody's conscience, what happened here, or you just want like this debt forgiven. So you trying to fix that. I pick up so much from this. And then we got the rebel right here. This is about peer pressure, and this is about placing one's image. When it comes to this reading, rebel, let me show it to you right here. Rebel, it's about placing one's own image, one's own wants and needs over others, and I can see here somebody want to be forgiven on that, absolutely be, why do I want to say an earth sign again? But absolutely. But some of you, could have been dealing with someone who placed all of this support, all of this materialistic importance, and the grappling of all of these finances over their own children. And then we did have the 10 of autumn on the bottom. See, this is a family. Someone here could have placed, this man or this woman could have placed all of this over the children. It was just that serious or something, or so absolutely, the prostitute here is about placing that importance over that. Okay, and I just feel like someone wants to be forgiven here again. I get that from both of these, being forgiven, just want to be forgiven, so it's looking really good, Cancer. I don't know who want to be forgiven, who wants to fix their moral debts or their financial debts, but somebody wants something forgiven here, okay? So I feel really good about this reading. All right, Cancer, you guys enjoy your week, and I will chit chat with you guys later. Bye.